we'll continue with the topic. We'll continue with the topics. In the previous video, I had dealt with definition of hepatitis, causes of hepatitis, different types of hepatitis. So where we were studying about different types of hepatitis. So that is type A, type B, type C, type D, and type E. So there are mainly 5 types of hepatitis. So now we'll continue with the same topic. So now we'll see about the pathophysiology of this hepatitis. So what might be the pathophysiology? So pathophysiology mainly it usually starts with due to any infection. So when there is any infection to the body, this usually leads to varying degree of cell swelling. Okay, so there will be varying degree of swelling. Okay, so that is due to any infection. So that usually leads to swelling. Okay, and due to this swelling, the liver cells will be infiltrated. Okay, the liver cells will be infiltrated by mononuclear cells. Okay, the liver cells will be infiltrated by mononuclear cells. That usually leads to degeneration, necrosis as well as fibrosis. Okay, that usually leads to necrosis, degeneration and fibrosis. So it is due to any infection. Okay, due to any infection, that usually leads to swelling, and due to this swellings the liver cells get infiltrated by this mononuclear cells, and that usually leads to degeneration, necrosis and fibrosis. Okay, so this is usually about the pathophysiology of this hepatitis. That is mainly due to any infection, that usually leads to swelling, and this swelling usually leads to liver cells gets infiltrated by the mononuclear cells, and that usually leads to necrosis, fibrosis and degeneration. Okay, that usually leads to necrosis, fibrosis and degeneration. So that is usually about this pathophysiology. So next we'll see about the symptoms of this hepatitis. So what might be the symptoms of this hepatitis? So what are the symptoms that you can see? Pain. So normally there will be abdominal pain. Okay, so normally there will be severe abdominal pain. Abdominal distension will be there. Okay, abdominal pain will be there. Abdominal distension will be there. And in few cases we can see that breast development in the males. Okay, they will be having breast development in the males. So that is usually there. The urine will become dark, or in few cases it might be pale in color. Okay, the urine might become dark in color, or in few cases it might be pale in color. So that is usually there. Fatigue will be there. Fever will develop, and also there will be itching in the general itching will be there in the body, all over the body. Jaundice, they will be having development of jaundice. Loss of appetite will be there, and there will be weight loss. Okay, loss of appetite and weight loss. Okay, these are usually the symptoms that is usually seen in case of hepatitis. That is abdominal pain or distension, breast development in males, dark urine or pale urine, itching in the body, loss of appetite, jaundice as well as weight loss. So these are usually the symptoms that is usually seen in case of hepatitis. So next is diagnostic tests. So what are the diagnostic tests we can do in case of hepatitis? So normally we have to go with history collection as well as physical examination. Physical examination, when you are doing, you have to assess for enlarged liver. Okay, so there will be enlarged liver, so you have to assess for that. Then we have to assess for ascites. Okay, we have to assess for ascites. Ascites is nothing but fluid collection in the abdomen. So that is to be assessed so that it can become infected. So therefore we have to assess for that. Then we have to check for the yellow discoloration of the skin. So that is mainly due to the presence of jaundice. Okay, due to the presence of jaundice, the skin color will be changing into yellow. So therefore we have to check for that. So that is mainly we have to go with history collection and physical examination. When you are doing with physical examination, we have to check for the assess for the enlarged liver, ascites as well as yellow discoloration of the skin. So the other than history collection and physical examination, we go with laboratory diagnosis. Okay, we go with laboratory test. Abdominal ultrasound will be done. Hepatitis virus serology test will be done. Okay, hepatitis virus serologic test will be done. Liver function test has to be done. Then we have to go with liver biopsy. Okay, we have to go with liver biopsy. And in case of in order to check with the fluid in the abdomen whether it is infected or not, we have to go with paracentesis. Okay, we have to go with paracentesis. Okay, these are usually laboratory diagnostic tests which we do. It is mainly abdominal ultrasound, hepatitis virus serology, liver function test, liver biopsy and paracentesis will be done. So these are usually the diagnostic tests that usually we go in doing in case of this hepatitis. Hepatitis, history collection, physical examination and laboratory test will be done. So next is management. So what is the thing that we go with management? So normally there is no specific treatment, okay, there is no specific treatment for hepatitis A, okay, so there is no specific treatment for hepatitis A. So in case of hepatitis A, so we have to go with, it can be treated only by giving adequate bed rest and the diet combined with carbohydrates, fat as well as adequate protein should be allowed in the diet, okay, so that is adequate rest should be given, dietary management should be done. So when you're going with dietary management, we go with adequate amount of carbohydrate, fat and protein diet should be given to the patient. Then in most of the cases of hepatitis A, it will automatically or spontaneously cure by themselves, okay, it will be reduced by itself, okay, it will reduce by itself. So hepatitis, there is no specific treatment for curing hepatitis A, so just we go with giving them adequate bed rest and dietary management will be done. So that is usually done. So next is hepatitis B. Okay, in case of hepatitis B, so we have to go with, this also will be done through rest and combined dietary management, which is like dietary management will also be done in this, like carbohydrate, protein diet will be given. So this is mainly given, okay, so this protein diet, it is mainly given to repair the damaged liver cells, okay, to repair the damaged liver cells. So the function of protein is that only, right, to repair the building, it is usually building blocks like repairing, so that is usually what happens. So usually the function is repairing the tissues. So normally this usually it is given to repair the liver cells, and also then we have to go with antiviral agent should be given, okay, antiviral agent should be given, that is interferon will be given, okay, antiviral agents will be given, that is interferon will be given. So that is usually the treatment. So treatment for this hepatitis B, it is here also same thing, dietary management and bed rest will be given, and also we will be giving this dietary management, carbohydrates and protein. This is usually given to repair the liver, damaged liver cells, because the function of protein is that only, right, they will be repairing the damaged tissues. So that is usually we will go with that. And also if it persists, okay, hepatitis B, after this also if it persists, we go with giving them antiviral agents, that is interferon. And in case of hepatitis C, okay, in case of hepatitis C, so that is we have to give antiviral drug only, that is interferon will be given, okay, antiviral agent, that is interferon will be given. So that is usually about this thing. And there is no effective treatment for hepatitis D and E, still it has not been found, okay, still it has not been found for hepatitis D and E. So this is usually the management of this hepatitis, that is different types of hepatitis. So hepatitis A, no specific treatment and it usually reduces by itself. So normally we go with complete bed rest and dietary management will be done. And hepatitis B also same thing, complete rest and dietary management will be given. After that also if it persists, then we have to go with giving antiviral agent, that is interferon. And hepatitis C, it is we just go with giving them antiviral agent, that is interferon alpha 2B, okay, we'll give you interferon alpha 2B will be given. And for hepatitis D and E, still effective treatment is not been found out. So this is about this management of hepatitis. So next is preventive measures. So what are the preventive measures that we have to take in order to reduce this hepatitis? It is that hepatitis A, okay, in order to prevent hepatitis A, immunization should be given properly, okay, immunization should be given properly, where it consists of 2 to 3 doses of this vaccine, okay, 2 to 3 doses of vaccine will be given. And adults usually need a booster dose of dose to 6 to 12 months, okay, they should give a booster dose gap of 6 to 12 months. So that is usually about this thing. So hepatitis A, it is mainly it can be prevented by proper immunization, okay, by proper immunization. So hepatitis B, so that is mainly safe and effective vaccines should be provided to protect hepatitis B, okay, safe and protective vaccines should be given to protect the hepatitis B. So that is usually about this preventive measures that is usually taken by hepatitis. So currently the disease preventive control or recommend preventive, like disease prevention centers usually recommend that the newborn should be vaccinated with this hepatitis. Okay, newborn should be vaccinated with hepatitis so that they will not be having this infection, okay, so that they will not be having this infection. So that is usually about this hepatitis. So hepatitis is nothing but inflammation of the liver, which usually causes necrosis and generalized disruption of the liver function. And this is usually caused by any viruses, bacteria and parasites, as well as due to liver damage or any poisons that has been taken, and also due to the continuous consumption of or overdose of acetaminophen. So that is it. There are different types of hepatitis A, B, C, D, E. That is usually there. Symptoms usually they will be having pain, distension, liver damage, and also they'll be having, so this is usually the thing that these are the symptoms that is usually they develop. Okay, these are usually the symptoms that they usually develop. And few cases you can see they'll be having breast development in the males. Okay, breast development in the males, and also the urine color will be dark, pale in color, fatigue. So all these are the symptoms of this thing. And next, management, I have told you that it is different for different viruses. So hepatitis A automatically it reduces. Hepatitis B we go with giving bed rest, dietary management, as well as interferon will be given. Hepatitis C also interferon to alpha 2B will be given. Hepatitis D and D, so there is no effective treatment for that. So prevention mainly by vaccination. Okay, prevention mainly by proper vaccination.